Remember those days when it was safe to travel and we could all go and stay in hotels? Well, today I'm going to be reading some r/Tales from the Front Desk to take you back to those times. Or if you're listening in the future, I hope that you're back to those times now, because in 2020, things have been interesting. I'm Red, and this is Read by Red. Let's get going with our first story. You ruined my marriage! It's way too early, man. Today, I bring you a person that really didn't know how to be a decent human being. We will call this person Chad. I had just gotten in for my 7 to 3 shift. My NA left for home. Within the first 5 minutes, I had a son of a bee walk up to the desk and lose his crap on me. Chad came downstairs and wasn't very nice from the start. It was like 7:05 AM, hadn't even had my second cup of coffee yet. Before I continue with the tale, I will just say Chad yelled a lot at me. Just know, I didn't tell him to stop for a very good reason. Good morning.
You seriously charged? What the F is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
You charged me for the room!
Yes?
Do you know what you did?
I charged you for your stay?
No! You destroyed my marriage!
How, may I ask?
You charged my card. My wife is gonna find out I was here.
Okay.
I was here with a different woman. We share a bank account.
I don't see how I'm at fault for you cheating on your wife.
Because you charged my card. I need a refund right now.
No?
Yes. You need to switch it to my awards points right now before she sees the charges and refund me now.
So, I do not have the power to switch any reservation to a points reservation. You either have to do that online or through our reservation service. Once you're checked into the system, there's no switching to points and no way to do a refund unless it's for a very valid reason, and it has to be a valid reason.
This is a valid reason!
Was there anything wrong with the room?
No!
Check-in process was fine?
Yes!
Nothing happened during your stay?
No, it was fine!
Then why would I refund you?
Because my wife will know that I was here and that isn't my wife in the room with me!
I got really annoyed and knew this was just going to go around in circles. Also, he's still yelling at me at this point. Okay, dude, this is seriously your own fault. You chose to make the reservation without points. You saw the authorization go through. We charged your card for payment and you knew this would all happen. This is entirely your own fault.
I need your manager right now!
No, you can call her tomorrow. She will also tell you no, just a heads up, because we cannot help you with anything here. Chad looked very confused and angry. I just slowly sipped my coffee, staring back. Chad stood at the desk for a minute staring at me. He then took out his phone and started playing on it. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, a refund.
So if that's all, I need you to please step aside so I can help the next person in line. And then, at that moment, Chad realized the entire lobby was full of firefighters and other people waiting to get a receipt, check out, or get some tasty breakfast. The sheer realization that this man just yelled at me in a lobby full of people, blaming me for his wife, figuring out about him being a cheating scumbag, cannot be described. At that moment, my day was made. My life was made. He looked horrified because he just admitted to an entire lobby that he cheated on his wife, and he was blaming the front desk person for his own crappy, horrible piece of crap move. That's why I didn't have him stop yelling. After he ran out of the lobby, he never came back down. He never called the desk. He quietly left the hotel. Firefighters and other guests were asking about him, and I just smiled and said, "He messed up." You know, if you cheat, you really deserve to be publicly shamed like this. But also, how is this guy so stupid? Doesn't he understand how credit cards work? Even if he gets a refund, it's still gonna show on his statement. I feel sorry for the person who married that guy. Okie dokie, here's our next story. Guest who tried to flee to avoid his bills. So this story happened 2 days ago. I just started my shift and I get information regarding a guest who's acting a bit shady and has a connection reservation coming up which he has not paid for yet and still has a few bar bills to pay. One of my colleagues dialed him at 6 p.m. wondering when he's coming down to finalize the payment, and he replies, "I'll be down in just a moment." At 9 p.m. my colleague sees him running out of the lobby and doesn't say anything to the front desk. I start my shift at 10:30 p.m. and get all the info I need and pay a visit to his room that he's departed from. I stumble upon one of the dirtiest rooms I have ever seen, and he has smoked a lot in the shower and there's ash everywhere. We're a smoke-free hotel. I went back to the front desk and tried to charge his card for the lobby bar bill as well as the smoking fee. It was declined. I remember overhearing from a colleague that he opens and closes his card however he wants to avoid late payments. Anyway, I told myself that if he walks back in, I will make him pay for the lobby bar bill and the smoke fee and then refuse to check him in again. At 11:30 p.m. the madman walks in again in order to finalize his connection reservation, and I tell him that we will finalize the payment from his previous stay, and I told him there's a smoking fee as well due to having evidence that he's smoked in the room. He refuses to pay the smoking fee because he hasn't smoked in the room. I show him some pictures and he starts shrugging and says the ashes might have fallen off his clothes. I told him once again that we have evidence and he gives up and says, "I'm just gonna call a friend," and takes off running. I stood there confused and knew that his card will decline, and I felt like it's not worth calling the cops. After 2 minutes, I see that he's borrowed one of those electric kick bikes you can rent around Stockholm, and at the same time he drives past our entrance, I realise he's activated his card to be able to rent the kick bike. So I pull up his folio and try and charge his card once again, and the missing payments go through. So he tried to flee, but I felt like I outsmarted him. He called us later and said that we did not have the right to charge his card after his stay. I simply answered that we do have the right to charge a credit card if there are missing payments. That's what he signs on our registration card. He just replies, "See you in court," and hung up. You know what, that's really smart that he figured out to charge the card right then, because at least that guy didn't get away with stealing his stay at the hotel. I really enjoyed those /Tales from the Front Desk, read by me, Red. If you did too, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can hear more stories tomorrow and the next day 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 and so on and so forth. Thanks so much. Bye bye.